For the opening remarks, we have Ms. Rachel Bevan, Director of the ESCAP Statistics Division. Rachel, over to you.
Thank you so much, Pinar, and thank you everyone else for joining us today. So I want to give you a really warm welcome to today's Asia-Pacific Stats Café. So as Pinar said, I'm Director of Statistics Division at UN ESCAP, based here in Bangkok. And today we're actually going to be looking at the issue, the title's beyond spreadsheets, but we're really going to be looking at the issue of data dissemination and its transformative potential. And I think we all know, I think most of the people at the Stats Cafe today are statisticians, but we all really know that compiling and publishing statistics is not enough. We need to actually get statistics used, and they need to be used by the public to hold governments to account. They need to be used by policymakers to help to make the best possible decisions that they can. Indeed, they need to be used by anyone and everyone, really. And it's no longer enough that we just publish statistics on a National Statistics Office kind of website or put them into printed yearbooks or PDF tables or Excel spreadsheets. All of those really are not enough to meet user needs. They really fall short of that, what the users actually need, but also they take a lot of time. We know as well, don't we, that the time it takes to kind of doing things manually, kind of creating spreadsheets, then manually having lots of different processes to produce tables and then copy them into various reports. It takes a lot of time, but also by doing those manual processes, they really are subject to errors and mistakes. And we've probably all been subject to that. Indeed, I can remember in my earlier career when we made some, we used to quite regularly make mistakes just because we were relying on, many linked spreadsheets and having to kind of take data from one place to another place manually. So what we really want to learn about today is about how we can do that in a much better way. So we're here to really learn about how we can process and disseminate data in a much better way. And fortunately, you're not just going to hear from me today. I'm going to keep this very short because what we really want to do is hear from people about what you're actually doing. So today we're really privileged to be able to hear about the Maldives and how in the Maldives they've been transitioning from Excel-based Yearbook to a cutting-edge data portal. We're also going to hear from Thailand, and that's great as well, being the country that I live in. It's always good to hear from them as well, but we're going to hear about what they've been doing to create user-friendly dashboards rooted to in their data portal. And also we're hearing from Asian Development Bank, who are going to tell us about their training course that's really designed to equip NSOs with the skills that they need to be able to harness these new innovative tools. But through all of this, it's really important as well that we don't forget that dissemination is really just that tip of the iceberg. And beneath the surface, we really need to have that efficient data flow from production to dissemination. But we also need to make sure we've got the right kind of governance frameworks in place that we're also ensuring quality, timeliness, and through all of that, really make sure we not just keep trust, but also that we build trust in statistics. And we in ESCAP are really here to help support countries as you make these kind of transformations. And we recognise that, for a lot of NSOs, this is a big transformation process, having to change from, how things have been done for many years. But we're here to help, and we want to do what we can. So we're really glad that you'll be able to join us today to actually hear from some different countries and organisations on what they're doing. And we really hope as well that this will really be able to demonstrate the actual promise of the future of data dissemination and how it can really help to enhance reliability and also accessibility of statistical information. So today, I'm keeping my remarks really short so I can hear from all of you. But as ever as well, I know that we have to kind of do this through a virtual format, but we hope as well that we can make it interactive. So please do use the chat bar. Put into the chat, not just questions, they're always great, but also your comments, also any of your own experiences as well and what you might be doing in this area. So I'm really looking forward to hearing more about these exciting developments, and without saying any more, I'm going to pass back to Pinar, who's going to be moderating and helping us, guiding us through this session. Thanks so much, Pinar. Back to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the encouraging work for all the statisticians. We have 3 guest speakers. 2 of them will present their country experience on data dissemination, and the third speaker will inform us about their SDMX online trainings, particularly on SDMX tools. Without further ado, I would like to give the floor to our first speaker, Ashiyat Sazna. She is working as a statistician in the Maldives Bureau of Statistics. She is mainly responsible for the statistics development, data dissemination, implementation of the national strategy for development of statistics, coordination of SDG data, and coordination of the other statistics-related activities. Sazna?
Hi.
Floor is yours. Yeah, floor is yours. Thank you for joining us. Yes, floor is yours.
Thank you. May I share my? Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, not yet. Do you need any help from our side? Yes, great.
Yes, clear.
Now is it fine? Fine.
Yes. Yes, please go ahead.
Well, thank you, Ms. Pina. Yeah, I would like to firstly thank the UN ESCAP and for your support and for this opportunity to share the Maldives experiences in implementing the SDMX as well as the Stat Suite in the Maldives, and specifically to today's topic on going beyond the spreadsheets. Actually, the Maldives Bureau of Statistics under its national strategy for the development of statistics, which is our 10-year master plan for the statistics development. We have one of the key strategic objective on data dissemination and use, which is to invest in technological infrastructure and develop innovative ways to ensure proper and better dissemination and use of official statistics. And over the past years to date, MBS has been collecting and compiling the data through different sources in Excel formats, which are preset and sent to the stakeholder agencies through official letters as well as email communications to date until we launched the Stat Suite. And looking at the broader objective of of this initiative to implement the SDMX as well as the Stat Suite, the MBS decided to actually overhaul its process of collecting data from national providers and publishing the annual statistical yearbook as an online data portal. So in partnership with UN ESCAP, actually with support of UN ESCAP, MBS adapted and now have implemented the Stat Suite as a data dissemination portal at a very basic level. I would rather say at the moment it is. And I would like to share during this session how a small national statistical office like us could move on from a manual effort intensive process to a modern automated and standard based data collection and dissemination process. And firstly, to look at the process we followed in, we were introduced with the Stat Suite by the UN ESCAP team, and the way it is developed and how it is being, implemented. We felt it is very useful, and through the Stat Suite Data Explorer module, the data is disseminated in a very easy to use and consistent graphical interface for searching and visualizing and sharing data is incorporated in the Stat Suite portal. So thereby we together with UN ESCAP, we agreed on the project, and we had it followed by two workshops first workshop with an overview of the SDMX, as well as followed by the second workshop on training on data modeling as well. And we aim to launch actually with at least few sectors that will help us to understand how it works, as well as when we launch it only, we will identify the problems in it and how the users would like to have it customized as well, right? So we during the National Statistics Day, which is usually celebrated on the 20th of October, but as it fell to a weekend, we celebrated it on the 24th of October, and we did launch the portal with few sectors involved, the Stat Suite portal on the 24th of October, and we are currently working towards updating with more data, incorporating it into it. And here you can see the Explorer version, of the Stat Suite, which is customized to the Maldives context, and you would see our beautiful beach in the background as together. It is connected to our website, and we have included few of the sectors in the data being uploaded to few of the sectors, even though we will be including all the sectors in the statistical yearbook. And based on the design concept of the Data Explorer, it provides the navigation flow coming from the MBS website, as I mentioned before, also giving a direct link to the Explorer, which goes to the search result page and allows users to identify the need, and it directs to the data on visualization and shows the data tables, charts, and other data related features in it. And in the tool behind the schemes, it is the SDMX, as we mentioned, and user category schemes in order to generate the facets as well. And moving from the Excel tables to the Stat Suite portal, actually you can see how before, which we have included as a very static way, the tables and the graphs are just they will be able to download the tables in PDF and Excel format, and the graphs will be just like a JPEG file that they could download and use in their different researches and things. But when we move to the Stat Data portal, it seems it's more user friendly, and through our journey to launch the tool, we found the tool more user friendly compared to the Excel process which we at the moment follow as well. And data can be visualized as a table or a chart in different types, and it is supported in different types as well. And the data table can be further filtered on the visualization page, and the layout can be configured as according to the user's need as well. And data can be downloaded in CVS or Excel and shared on social media or embedded to any other website as well. And it has an API for automated sharing as well. And looking at why we chose SDMX is mainly the data collection and storage, where at the moment MBS collects and stores, in accordance with the SDMX data structure, definitions, and this will ensure that data is structured consistently and can be easily exchanged as well. And on data dissemination, using an SDMX compliant data services like the Stat Suite to disseminate data allows users, including government agencies, researchers, and international organizations, to access the data in a standardized format. And the time it is more, I mean, we could obtain timely updates as SDMX allows for automated data updates and synchronizations. And when MBS releases new data or updates existing data, SDMX-based system can automatically retrieve and integrate the latest information, as well as the data exchange part is incorporated, and MBS can exchange data international organizations. At the moment, also for the IMF, for the GDDS purpose, we do share data to IMF portal through the SDMX. So, likewise for the annual statistical yearbook, now that we could, I mean, share the data through this as well. And at the moment, as I've highlighted before, for the annual statistical yearbook, we just pass on through email communications and pass the already preset templates filled from other stakeholder agencies as well. But through this portal, we believe that the already compiled templates we could share among the stakeholders as well. And on the metadata standardization, metadata including data source information, definitions, and classifications is provided in accordance with SDMX metadata standards, and this makes it easier for users and users to understand and use the data as well. And to look at the success factors, we would like to highlight that we had interagency collaboration on this as the multi system is a decentralized system, and the project is being done in close collaboration with different other ministries in the Maldives statistical system. For example, the Ministry of Education, the Central Bank, Ministry of Health, and with other majority of the stakeholders within the statistical system were part of the development team together with the MBS team. So we have an interagency collaboration here as set. And also trainings were facilitated through the process. The training workshops allowed the knowledge of SDMX to be shared, spread beyond the Bureau of Statistics through the Maldives statistical other stakeholder institutions in the Maldives national statistical system. Which created a network of professionals that support the dissemination and the standard-based statistics as well. And some of the agencies have been, I mean, already familiar with the SDMX process, like the central bank, and we got to share the opportunity to share the knowledge within different agencies as well. And the approach of inviting the participants from the statistical system to the workshop and assigning them different tasks on their relevant sectors, with them having broader, I mean, expertise knowledge on their areas, how to make it more user friendly, the tables as well. It was very much knowledge sharing experience we had. And also we will now have a larger pool of people who can support MBS in the future as well. That's what we believe, knowledge sharing. And also on the data ownership, MBS has ownership of the data, so the team manages future updates to the platform with focals in the statistical system. We have already established this working group while we were in the development phase as well. And another success factor is that it is an open source. Every time we have to rely on a different portal, we always have to be backed financially as well, and government support for the statistical, mainly apart from the main statistical activities, it's very low funded to other initiatives like this. So as it is an open source, the component of the data portal are based on free and open source software, including the Stat Suite as well as the Fusion metadata registry. So it was a plus point for us. And looking at the challenges, actually, we felt that usually the government agencies on the data interoperability, actually government agencies often collect data in different formats, and there are different levels of agencies, I mean, having data in different, the some have automated data systems, others just do have records in the data logbooks, mainly for the council. Still they do follow the data updating process through the logbooks manually. So it was quite challenging when we have different levels of statistical units in different stakeholder agencies as well. And on timeliness, unable to get up-to-date data and available in a timely manner. Still, the data for the data collection of annual statistical yearbook, even though we target to the mid-year to be released the past year data, still we have to be. We are now in November, but still we are waiting for data from some of the agencies for the past year as well. So it is not available in a timely manner. And for the metadata standardization, lack of consistent metadata standards, because other agencies in the statistical system do lack this knowledge as such to on different international standard definitions as well. So it's a role of the MBS to guide other agencies, and with the limited capacity, we also have so much, I mean, on the plate, and assisting other agencies have been, I mean, a bit far backward. We are in that component as well. And on data visualization and data dissemination, our existing method of disseminating data and visualizing data is, we would say, inefficient on the data security, structure limitations, and and I believe through this one we will be able to, I mean, improve this part as well. And on staff capacity, NBS is staffed, understaffed, and based on our endo structure, we are currently functioning with half the capacity, and we have only 45 staff at the moment, including the administrative staff together. And the project happened simultaneously with the census we had during 2022, and all other works we are, I mean, we've been doing during the early 2023 on the census, and all were occupied on the census as well, and very limited number of staff we could use on this, and it was kind of difficult for us, I mean, to manage with limited capacity as well. And also looking at the project scope, currently it is limited to a set of data in the statistical yearbook. We will be gradually updating the platform, releasing other sectors as well. Instead of, we actually wanted to release on whatever data, so could improve the portal as well. In time, we fully update the portal as well. And looking at the way forward, we will develop with more data sets like the census data sets and the SDG indicators as well to the portal in the future. And MBS believes that the Stat Suite as a key dissemination portal will respond to the data demands on a timely manner, and provide user-friendly accessibility to all users for evidence-based decision making as well. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, Thank you very much. It's a huge work for a small office. Congratulations. And then thank you for listing all the success factors and then challenges. I'm sure we will have more insights later from the other participants. Now we will continue with the Nattamon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. While you are sharing your presentation, let me introduce you. She's a statistician at Government Strategic Information Center at National Statistics Office of Thailand, mainly responsible for analyzing and defining data flows, creating data structures to provide statistical exchange services with SDMX standard on the Statistical Sharing Hub. She also promotes, supports, and provides advice to the government agencies in preparing quality statistics for data exchange using SDMX. Yeah, floor is yours.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the ESCAP to set up this event. Okay, I'm delighted to have the opportunity to speak with you about using Power BI to automate a dashboard. If you have any questions, please save all the questions for the end of the presentation. This presentation is structured as follows. First is the action list to create an automatically updated dashboard. Second is an introduction to the Statistics Sharing Hub or Stat Hub. Third is the advantage of knowing how to create a dashboard. Fourth is the utilization of using automate dashboard. Fifth is the condition of using Power BI to automate a dashboard. And the last is the next step that TNSO is going to take. Let's begin by explaining an overview of action items. The action list can be grouped into 3 steps as follows. The step 1 is to find datasets and get data using SDMX data query. Step 2 is to import data by using SISCC SDMX connector in Power BI. The last step is to publish dashboard report, creating from Power BI desktop to the Power BI service and set up a scheduled refresh. Before go to the detail of each step, you should install the latest version of the Power BI desktop software to ensure you have access to the SDMX connector and the latest features. When the latest version of the Power BI desktop software is on your computer, now we're ready to take the first step. In the first step, you can find and get SDMX open data from various international organizations such as UNICEF, OECD, ILO, and so on. For Thailand, the Government Statistic Information Center under the TNSO has been developing the Statistical Sharing Hub, which is also known as Stat Hub, to serve as the center for sharing statistical data using the SDMX standard. You can visit this portal at https://stathub.nso.go.th. This portal is powered by the Stat Suite, and it receives the data from the government data catalog within the data catalog center of Thai government agencies. Okay, I will show you the data in the Stat Hub. This is the data explorer I useful and easy to use. To go here, if I want to find the data about Thailand Statistical Master Plan, I will try it. Okay, and then the result will show up. And I will change to Thai version because I will show you that the data linked to the government data catalog. Oh, sorry. I have to keep the dataset first and change to Thai version. Yeah. Now, this dataset you can link back to the government data catalog, and this portal has more information about the metadata. So now you know where to find statistical data using SDMX standard. Okay. Go back to our slide. Now we move to the first step that we have to do. Oh, stop. We have to do in order to create a query to use on SDMX connector. Okay. I have create a script in order for you to follow. Okay. In the script, I will search for the World Digital Competitiveness Ranking, or WDCR, on the StatHub portal by clicking on the international indicator. Then select on the World Digital Competitiveness Ranking. Here the result will show up. And then if you want to get the SDMX CSV query, go to the Developer API button, and the pop-up window will show up. We have data query and structure query. So in order to use data to create a dashboard, you need to get a data query from the left-hand side, and then click copy code. So now you have a data query that's ready for you to move to Power BI desktop. Okay. For the next step, okay, this step is to import data to the Power BI. Okay. At first, you have to open the Power BI desktop. In this step, you can create visual that illustrates your data. And now to import data to the Power BI, you have to click on Get Data. And to use SDMX connector, you have to type SDMX. And then it will show SISCC SDMX beta connector here. And then select this connector to use. In this step, you just click Continue. Okay. After at this window, right? On the first field, you have to paste your data query that you copy from the previous step here. And then for this page format, you can select show label or show code or label, but I prefer to use show label only because it's easy for me to create a dashboard without have to handle the data managed before. Okay. And then for the then for the last field, okay, for the label language preference, you can type EN, which is the short for English, or TH, which is the short for Thai, because the StatHub is support both English and Thai. Okay. I will put on the plus here. Okay, I will type EN and then click OK in order to download the data. Here, in this step, if you want to transform data, you go click on the transform data button, but now I want to load the data first, so click on the load data. Now Power BI will download your data from API or data query. Yeah, and it will show that your data is coming into the Power BI. Yeah. Now we already have data in the Power BI desktop. For the important step is how to keep your dashboard update automatically. At first, before we publish the dashboard, you have to create some graph. So I create line chart for Thai World Digital Competitive Ranking and group by factor. Here is total, technology, knowledge, and future readiness. Okay, after I finish create some graph, I save it to the Power BI desktop. Okay, click save, and then click publish button. And then you can select any workspace you use. Okay, I use my name workspace, Nakamon M, and then select. Waiting 1 minute. Okay. After it's success to publish to the Power BI service, you can click on Open Stat Café _example.pbix file in the Power BI. It will link you to the Power BI service. Here, now we publish to the Power BI service. And then we are going to configure the schedule refresh. Before configure, you have to find the location that your report, dashboard report, is in your workspace. Okay, I click my workspace and then find where is the dashboard is, and then click on 3 dots and select setting. To setting this dataset and the dashboard, we have first click on the data credential and edit the data credential. So the credential always go to be anonymous. So I choose organization if it's organizational. Okay, and then sign in. Okay, it will show that SDMX data source updated. Then move to refresh, or set up a schedule refresh. It's the important part for our presentation. Here, you have to apply
Dr. Mon, I'm sorry for interrupting. I really appreciate if you can wrap up a bit. We have one more presentation, and then I would like to save some time for the question and answers.
Okay, it's very posted. Okay, and then after this, you can set refresh frequency and time to refresh, and then click and apply. Now, when you set up apply a schedule refresh, so you will get your live update when the data stat hub is updated and will update your end too. Okay, for the next, now we got an automatically updated data dashboard. For the advantage of knowing how to create an automatic dashboard, it makes you easier to communicate information to the public, and you can use and update real-time data from reliable source of owner. For officer, it's reduce work burden from data updating, and for organization, be a part of SDMX modernization. For the utilization of the dashboard, I will show you the dashboard. Here that we use World Digital Competitive Ranking data from the Stat Hub to do this. We use this for our executive for making a decision about how to drive the policy to encourage and our ranking. Okay, the next pieces. Utilization is about the monitoring the country development. Here, it's for the detail for the plan that our country want to achieve. For the condition to do this, you have to have Microsoft Power BI Pro license. And so we buy the license for all officer. So you can so why I can use this Pro license and publish and automatically dashboard. For the next step, TSO plan to have a capacity building for government agency and the public. For the government agency, we plan to share link knowledge to officers in the central government and the provincial government to create automatic dashboard using more than just only statistics, but official statistics with SDMX API. For the public, we are now creating self-paced learning training course in the Thai MOOC, which is the online platform for people to access the know-how for free. That's bring us to the end. Thank you for listening to my presentation today. Anyone have any question? Feel free to ask a question. Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much. This what you mentioned in the last slide, this capacity building is very important for the government agencies and for the public. You are planning a e-learning course on your online course platform. Yeah, it's a very good initiative. Yeah, good luck for that, and then congratulations.
Okay.
We can proceed to the last presentation. Jeffrey Napoles with us. He's currently working at the Economic Research and Development Impact Department of Asian Development Bank as a consultant. Prior joining to ADB, he worked as a software developer focusing on web and mobile applications. Jeffrey, floor is yours.
Hi, good afternoon. So I'm Jeff. In this session, I'll be covering the SMX Tools e-learning course. But before delving into that, I'll first discuss the SMX Foundation course, which is the first SMX e-learning course developed by ADB. So the SMX Foundation online training course is the result of a joint effort between the ADB and the key partners, namely the UNSD, the SIAP, and also the ESCAP. So this collaborative initiative involved incorporating valuable feedback from the SMX Secretariat and contributions from various statistical offices. So the course aims to provide comprehensive and high-quality training in SMX principles and practices, benefiting from the expertise and insights of multiple organizations within the statistical community. So this is the introductory course to SMX, which is designed to provide learners with a fundamental understanding of SMX, covering key aspects such as its rationale, benefits, operational framework, and considerations during the implementation. So the target learners is managers, statisticians, IT professionals, and staff engaged in various aspects of statistical data production, collection, dissemination, and exchange. So no specific requirement. The course is designed to accommodate participants with varying levels of background, making it accessible to individuals without specific requirements. So for the learning format, this course is self-paced learning, meaning participants can progress through the course at their own speed, allowing for more flexible learning. And a certificate will be provided upon completion of the course. So learners who successfully completed the course with a passing grade receive a certification and acknowledging their accomplishment in mastering the introductory concepts of SDMX. So the next is the outline of the SMX Foundation online course objectives. So it provides a high-level SMX overview, so to furnish participants with a comprehensive understanding of SMX at a strategic level, and show how SMX fits into and improves statistical business processes. So this demonstrate the practical integration of SMX within the statistical workflow, and also provide a basic understanding of SMX, including the SMX information model, content-oriented guidelines, and SMX infrastructure and its implementation considerations. So the course is divided into two modules. So for module 1, which discusses the introduction to SMX, and module 2, which discusses the SMX information model. So in module 1, we lay the foundation by introducing participants to the fundamental concepts and context of SMX, which includes a quick introduction of SMX, issues, challenges, and business case, and sample implementations of SMX. So participants will attain an understanding of what SMX represents within the realm of statistical data management. And learners will gain insights into the potential advantages and benefits that adopting SMX can bring to the statistical processes. And module 1, the duration is approximately 1.5 hours to complete. In module 2, so we dug deeper into the core structure and principles of SMX information model. So participants will acquire in-depth theoretical knowledge regarding the functioning of SMX, including its key components such as the SMX information model, content-oriented guidelines, and the SMX infrastructure and relevant IT tools. So the module 2 duration is approximately 2 hours to complete. And by the end of the course, participants are expected to possess an understanding of both the fundamental aspects of SMX as well as the details of the information model. So this course ensures that learners gain a holistic perspective on SMX from its overview and business case up to these specific structures that define its information model. So during the first run of the SMX foundation course, which took place around March 28, 2022 up to May 6, 2022, and subsequently we reopened the course in February 2023, and it continues to be available to participants up to the present. So the course has successfully attracted a substantial number of participants with a total enrollment exceeding 700 learners. And of these enrolled learners, over 500 have successfully completed the course, indicating a more commendable engagement and also commitment to the learning process. So upon completing the course, participants also are invited to provide feedback through a post-evaluation survey. So the survey has yielded an excellent rating, indicating a high level of satisfaction among the learners. And also, we would like to draw attention to a specific question in the survey that inquired about the SMX tools learners are most interested in. And participants were asked to choose 3 preferences from a list of various SMX tools. And the survey results indicate that learners expressed a keen interest in learning more about the following tools: the SMX Converter, the DSD Constructor, now known as SMX Constructor, the Fusion Metadata Registry, and the Global Registry or the SMX Global Registry. So the survey results provide valuable insights into the tools that should be incorporated in the development of the SMX tools course. So we go now with the SMX tool course. So this was developed collaboratively by ADB, UNSD, CIAP, and ESCAP with valuable input from the Bank of International Settlements or BIS and the International Labor Organization or the ILO. So the course is designed to equip participants with practical knowledge and skills in utilizing the key SMX tools. So the course aims to provide an overview of SMX tools tailored for common scenarios and use cases. In addition, participants will receive a comprehensive overview of its features, of the features of essential SMX tools with practical demonstrations focusing on SMX constructor, fusion metadata registry, and SMX converter. So the course will delve into selected use cases to showcase the application of these tools in real-world scenarios. The target learners, so the course is specifically designed for statisticians, IT professionals, and other staff actively engaged in various aspects of statistical data and metadata management. And it caters to those involved in the production, collection, dissemination, exchange, and general management of statistical information. As a prerequisite, participants are recommended to have a foundational understanding of the basic of SMX concepts. So it is highly beneficial for individuals to have the SMX foundation course available on the ADB e-learn platform, so which ensures that you have a background and more advanced learning in this specialized course. So the outline for the SMX tools course. So for the course objectives, so the course will provide participants with a broad understanding of SMX tools, explaining its purpose, its diverse use cases, and facilitating informed comparisons for effective user guidance. And also offers participants an in-depth and practical guide on using SMX tools, covering installation procedure, features, functions, and hands-on exercises to produce each tool's output. So the course is also divided into two modules. So module 1, which is an overview of the ID tools, and module 2 includes the discussion and demonstration of the specific SMX tools. So for module 1, so it discusses the overview of the range of SMX tools available for various purposes within the statistical data management. And it also discusses about the tool functions and applications and considerations for tool selection and comparative analysis into the strengths and capabilities of each tool. And also tools to be used for specific use cases, such as in data reporting to international organizations, data collection, as well as for data dissemination. So expected outcome. So participants will acquire an understanding of the various SMX tools, including their functionalities and applications, as well as they will be equipped with the knowledge to evaluate and select SMX tools based on their organization's needs and priorities. And module 1 will run approximately 1.5 hours to complete. So for module 2, it engages participants in a more detailed discussions, demonstrations, and hands-on exercises of the key SMX tools, the SMX converter, constructor, FMR, and SMX converter. So this module provides a step-by-step guidance on the installation process for the SMX constructor, as well as the FMR. And for the SMX converter, learners will use the freely available tool hosted by ADB. So in addition, we also provide step-by-step guidance on how to utilize each tool and generate SMX output that would be useful in the discussed use cases. So for the duration of module 2, it is approximately 3 hours to complete. And the overview of the select SMX tools. So the process of actually selecting the tools for inclusion in the course was quite a bit a challenge for us. So we established specific criteria to effectively filter and identify the most suitable tools, particularly for an online training environment. So key considerations included the tools being free or open source and possessing user-friendly and straightforward features, and also offering practical benefits for various use cases. So these use cases range from creating or customizing SMX artifacts to efficiently storing, maintaining, and publishing the SMX artifacts. And of utmost importance was the inclusion of a tool capable of converting and validating non-SMX files into the SMX format. So further, so that's the rationale behind our selection of these tools. Um, uh, So for the information of everybody, we already launched the SMX Tools course last November 15 for the Module 1. And for Module 2, will go live on November 22. So this course will run until the 15th of December. So it's a self-paced, and we also have discussion forum, dedicated online forum within the ADB Learn platform. And it runs in Moodle. And also we have certificate upon completion of the course. We have a lecture type videos, quizzes, and hands-on exercises, and it's free for all. So currently we have 223 enrollees to the SMX Tools course. So what are you waiting for? It is never too late. Enroll now to enhance your skills in SMX. So visit the course at this link, or you can scan the QR code to enroll. So we proudly announce that the SMX Tools course is now open and gladly accommodate learners who want to learn and collaborate with us in participating in this 1-month online training course. So on how to access the SMX e-learning course. So learners must have an active account in ADB Learn platform. And if you haven't created an account yet, we've included a link to the user guide with instructions on how to register, self-enroll, log in, and access the course. And also, these are the links to the SMX e-learn courses. And if you have questions and clarifications regarding the e-learn courses, you may reach out to us at smx@adb.org. And for more products and services of the Statistics and Data Innovations Unit of ADB, you can access this link. So that ends my presentation on the SMX Tools course. Again, thank you for your time and listening. I'll turn you over to Pinar.
Yeah, Jeffrey, thank you very much. Congratulations for the online training on SDMX Foundation and then recent launch course on SDMX Tools. I see some comments on the chat box. Yes, we are recording this Stats Cafe. The recording and then all the presentations will be available on the Stats Cafe webpage. So you can access to the QR code of the course. And then you can enroll for the Module 1 and Module 2. You can also have access to the SDMX Foundation course. So is there any question? So I see a question from Iran, comparing with other tools, how much are Shiny is a good tool for the data dissemination and official statistics. Diane provided an extensive response on this. He's saying that compared to our Shiny, the SDMX tools like Stat tool data portals like Stat Suite, and then dashboards like PowerBI and then Tableau is much more the Arshine is less flexible compared to Stat Suites and then PowerBI, Tableau. It's better to use Arshine for the calculation once you get the data through the SDMX data exchange portals. It's better to use Arshine for the calculations. And we have a comment from the Bank of International Settlements. Sorry. Where is it? Yes. He says, Oliver, he says, congratulations to Maldives for their data portal, for your kind information. We also are launching our new data portal. He provided the link. You can check that. Is there another question? Is there any comment or question? So let me ask Jeffrey if you are planning to develop another course on SDMX.
Good afternoon again. So well, the team is still planning or discussing on possible development of another e-learning course, but still on the plan. but it will be on the maybe national accounts domain or the international trade statistics, merchandise trade. But yeah, still on the discussion. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Very good, thank you. Is there any participants participated in the SDMX Global Conference organized from 29 October to 2nd November? I would like to ask your observations. Is there any participants? Would you like to share your observations? And if you made a presentation, the reactions from the audience. It's the SDMX Global Conference for the official statistics community worldwide, organized biannual to share information on recent and upcoming developments on SDMX. Please raise your hand, your digital hand, if you would like to share your observation on the conference, or if you are planning to participate, or if you already participate in the earlier SDMX Global Conference. No, okay. Yes, I see a hand. Sorry, who is?
It's Oliver.
Christiana, can we give the floor?
It's Oliver. The floor is yours.
Yes.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Yes, this is Olivier Cirado from the Bank for International Settlements. Indeed, we've been joining the global conference SDMX, and I wanted also to congratulate all the speakers this morning or this afternoon on the excellent presentation. I mean, this is really a great step forward, not just for SDMX, but also for data dissemination. With the BIS, we're also the sponsor of SDMX, so really much going forward also to the promoting and spreading of SDMX knowledge, and the presentation from the colleague ADB also stresses this, and that's really an excellent step. Just a few points there on the importance of communicating official statistics and also making them available. What I would like to stress here is that it's important to make data available, but it's also important to make them available in a good quality. And what we mean the good quality is also to promote automating API calls, to have pull and push scenarios, where basically we also are able to reduce data reporting burden by a lot of NCOs and central banks. For instance, currently with API SDMX, we can imagine that agencies are able also to share and pull the data automatically without having, resources to share and to push manually this data to international organizations and also other NCOs. So think about also the quality, about the quality on data dissemination, and not just about disseminating that. And I think this is really a great important point. So thank you so much for organizing this excellent cafe this morning. Thank you.
Yep, thank you very much. We came to the end of the Stats Cafe. I don't see any more questions. I see a good morning from Nepal. Good morning. We really appreciate, we will share a QR code on the chat box. We really appreciate your comments. Please fill out the evaluation form. It shall help us shape our future Stats Cafe. Let me thank all presenters for agreeing to be with us. I also would like to acknowledge the management of your offices. We are sincerely grateful for your support. ESCAP Statistics Division is ready to support the countries in Asia and the Pacific in improving their dissemination process using SDMX, dashboards, and other tools. Thank you everyone for showing up. We will continue our Stats Cafe on diverse topics. Next Stats Cafe will be organized on 27 November. Conceptual framework, practical experience, and way forward. Hope to see you all and then your co-workers at the next Stats Cafe. With this, I conclude the Stats Cafe. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Goodbye.
so much. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.